Hey crew, it's Pitt, and I'm back with another reaction video. Today we are going to be checking out a brand new one to me from Corey Smith. This is Daddy's Weed. Let's dig in and see what's up. It's crazy to think that cassette tapes are now old school. It's crazy to think that now if you have a cassette tape or a cassette tape player, you're ancient. Much less an 8-track, right? But like, it's just mind blowing to think that. Like, I lived through from 8 tracks through cassette tapes, through compact disc, and into the digital, and it's just mind blowing to think of how much time has passed. It's sun.
I was out in Daddy's wood shop, about 17 years old. Stacking up some lumber, sweeping sawdust off the floor. Way over in the corner, I smelled something kind of strange. I looked behind a can of paint and found a bag of Mary Jane.
Sitting on them sack of seeds, son. Let's talk about that wildwood weed. Weed's a great thing, right? It can be overused just like everything else, but it is a tool that has a multitude of uses. And it is one of the most effective treatments of anxiety if you got the right kind, and in depression if you got the right kind, right? Like, and you can try the other kind if that first kind don't work, because there's two distinct varieties and each of them do a different thing, and various blends have various effects. And it's a great thing because it's keeping me off of opioids, right? Y'all probably, you might be able to tell, but I'm where I need to be already, because I wake up feeling a certain way, and it's either take opioids or do this, and this is much better, like much better.
I thought, what the hell is this? It threw me for a loop, had me feeling all mixed up.
He got that kryptonite.
Cause Daddy always told me only hippies smoke that stuff.
Come on, bro.
Well, I knew damn good and well he wasn't leaning to the left, and he'd rather die and go to hell than listen to the Grateful Dead.
He's like, who ate the sugar babies?
The day I found my daddy's wood.
You would be really surprised. Like, if you have never been in the game, right? If you have never, as a vocation, sold these things, you would be really surprised some of the people that buy these things. You would be surprised by the judges and lawyers and cops and doctors and paramedics and people who buy all sorts of things. You would be really surprised what the people who care for you are doing in their spare time. Not that I judge them in their spare time. If you're doing it while you're professionally engaged, you're an idiot. You need to stop. But other than that, right, what you do in your spare time is on you. As long as you're not spiraling down, like we talk about that all the time, making the wrong choices and going down and not using the tool correctly. But if you're using a recreational tool recreationally in the proper manner, then yeah, okay.
I knew the truth and it set me free.
He's like, find me a socket, find me a socket.
That's when I learned this apple didn't fall far from the tree. I did a lot of growing up the day I found my daddy's weed. Now Mom was getting groceries and Dad was out of town. So
He done found the mother lode.
I sat there on the workbench contemplating what I found. I went from feeling kind of pissed to thinking, what the hell, I got my mole out of the truck and broke off a little for myself. You're damn right.
I'm gonna tell a story at the end of this show. Like, this truck brings it back to me. The whole situation brings it back to me. So I'm gonna tell y'all a story at the end.
That shit was awful sticky. It had crystals on the leaves. Smelled kinda like a skunk and kinda like a Christmas tree. It might have come from California or maybe Colorado, but it was on a different level than what I was getting down the road. The day I found my daddy, it's one of my favorite memories. That's when I learned this. this apple didn't fall far from the tree. I did a lot of growing up the day I found my daddy's weed. I only hit it once, and damn, it hit me hard.
Boom. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Straight to
Boy, I can tell you so many stories, but I got one.
sitting in the yard, and suddenly I understood why Daddy loved to work.
That's a nice square body.
When we heard him out there coughing, it wasn't from the the day I found my daddy's weed.
Yeah.
Oh, it still gets to me.
Yes, indeed. Yes,
The
indeed.
little blonde-haired boy who used to bounce on his knee became the man out in the backyard.
Oh, bro.
Stoned on Daddy's weed.
It's more of a shame you wasted all the munchies.
All mixed up on Daddy's weed.
Yeah.
Daddy's weed.
Yes, sir.
Daddy's weed. Stoned on Daddy's weed.
The day you find out. There's so much potential in that truck. I love it.
Siri, text Noah, WTF, ? You are grounded.
Done.
Also, Siri, set a reminder to refill the snack trunk.
All right, I've added it to reminders.
Yes, indeed. All right, y'all make sure y'all get back over to Corey Smith's page. Give him a like, share, and a sub. Throw him a comment. Let him know you appreciate what he's doing. All right. I don't have this story, right? I don't have. My dad smoked weed my entire life. When he was out of prison, he was smoking weed. It was just a thing. So much so that I once brought him his stash while he was sitting with his probation officer. And that's a whole different story. But, like, when I joined the Navy, I had already been selling and smoking weed for a while. And the Navy didn't know that, but it's whatever. And so I went to boot camp, and I get back out of boot camp, right? And you get out of boot camp, you're in fairly good shape. I had not partaked in a while. And so I get home, and two of my cousins take me out fishing. And we get out, and we're out for a while, and one of my cousins smokes, but me and my other cousin don't. And then on the way back, we get in the truck, and it was a truck very similar to that one. And we're driving home, and my cousin lights one up, and I'm like, you know what, let me hit that. And he's like, all right, bro, but be careful. That's some good stuff. I was like, all right, bet. So I hit it, and I passed it back, and then I hit it again, and we got to his house. Like, he was riding in the middle, and we were going to his house so he could clean up. We'd been fishing all day. We was about to go hit the club. And me and my other cousin sit outside, and he stands at the front of the truck, and I stand at the other front of the truck, and I'm like, you know what? That was some good weed. He said, yeah? I was like, yeah, that was some good weed. He's like, oh, yeah? He said, you might want to go sit down. I said, that's a good idea. And I walked over to old Mayor. That's what we called the truck. And I opened the door. And I stood there at the door, and I said, you know what? That was some good weed. And I passed smooth out. I'm talking about face down in the only mud puddle in 10 acres. Face down. And I'm just like, and my cousin comes over and he kicks me. He's like, hey, bro. Hey, bro. And he rolled me over, and I woke up. Like, I have passed smooth out that quick. And it's a funny story, right? It's one of many. Like, that's the stuff that happens when you do those kind of things. Like, people underestimate the power of the cannabis. Cannabis can be a potent substance, especially if you're not used to it. You need to be careful with whatever you use recreationally. And always remember that these things are tools, right? They're used to unwind, to have a little bit of fun. They're used for anxiety and depression. But it should not be just an everyday occurrence for no reason at all. It should not be part of your life in a way that you structure your life around that. And that's an important thing to keep in mind. I love this song. It's so fun. I love everything about it. Like he put it together great. I love seeing the square bodies every time. It doesn't matter. Like it could be rusted out, and I'll be like, man, there's some potential in that truck. I love the square bodies. So y'all make sure y'all get back over to his page, give him a like, share, and a sub, throw him a comment. Let him know you appreciate what he's doing, because I sure do. This was great. And so Corey, thank you very much. To the crew, thanks for hanging out. I appreciate every single minute that you are here with me, and I am praying for you every single day. Until next time, I love you. God loves you. You're perfect, whole, and complete just the way that you are. And this has been Pitt State. Peace.